The state of Israel shall take effective measures to prevent the destruction and ensure the preservation of evidence related to allegations of acts within the scope of Article 2 and Article 3.
Siphumelele isimangalo seSouth Africa ekhotho yezobulungiswa yentshabatshaba lapho yadosela khona iIsrael isola ngokuthi batsho ibulala abantu ngokuningi eGaza.
We are saying the human rights and the dignity of the people of Palestine is secure and safe in the hands of South Africa.
Sithe bona sizwakala isahlulelo sekhotho le inhlangano ngokwahlukahlukana kwazo zazwakalisa amazizo.
We played already 2 times against them. In Morocco, okay, we were a little bit dominated, but at Joburg we won against them.
Ibafana Bafana ithi ifuna ukweqa njengamabhalabhala na ehlangana neMorocco emidlalweni wokukhuphana eSan Pedro ngelesibili. Kaba kuhle ukuhlanganisa zindaba kodwa ku SABC 1 zesiNdebele lochani. Ikhotho yezobulungiswa yentshabatshaba yethule isahlulelo sokubana iIsrael ithatha amagadango okukhandela nokujezisa izenzo zokuhayilwa kwabantu eGaza. Kanti kufanele iqinisekise bona akubi nokuphazamiseka okuba khona. Beyiqinisekise nokubana kusiwa insetshenziswa eGaza. Ngomhla ka-29 kuNobayeni wangomnyaka opheleleko, iSouth Africa yafaka isibawo sokubana ikhotho le ikhuphe umlayo ozokuchinga iIsrael bona ijamisa amajoni wayo aseGaza begodu qede nokubulawa kwabantu. Thathwe namagadango anokuziphendulela ukukhandela ukuhwayela kwabantu. Kanti iIsrael yaziphika insolwezi yathi iHamas yabakhukhuthela.
Mhlapha nje iSouth Africa yaba ikhotho bona iyale iIsrael bona ivumele ukusiwa kwensetshenziswa zokusizwa kwabantu eGaza nokubana iqinisekise bona akuhayilwa abantu. Kanti iIsrael yona yafaka isibawo sokubana ikhotho ipha isibawo seSouth Africa nabe kwethula isahlulelo namhlanje ikhotho isiphayile isibawo seIsrael.
The court considers that it cannot accede to Israel's request that the case be removed from the general list.
Ikhotho yethula isahlulelo ngesimangalo seSouth Africa yathi iIsrael ikhandele izenzo zokuhayila kwabantu eGaza kanti kufanele iqinisekise bona akubi nokuphazamiseka okuba khona beyiqinisekise nokubana kusiwa insetshenziswa eGaza kanti ngensolo zezenzo zokubulalana ngesihluku iphethe ngalindlela.
The state of Israel shall take effective measures to prevent the destruction and ensure the preservation of evidence related to allegations of acts within the scope of Article 2 and Article 3 of the Convention on the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide against members of the Palestinian group in the Gaza Strip.
Ungqongqothe wezobudlelwano bamazwe ngamazwe uDr. Naledi Pandor uthi banelisekile ngesahlulelo wesimo.
We are satisfied that the provisional measures that we sought to be addressed would be addressed by the court.
uDr. Pandor uthi isahlulelo lesi siyiphumelela abantu bePalestina bebayilindile.
Sithe singaphuma isiqondo sekhotho yezobulungiswa yentshabatshaba umengameli waphefumula ngaso. uRamaphosa uthi isiqondo lesi sikhambisana namalungelo obuntu kunye nomthetho. Kanti nenhlangano zepolitiki zilandele umengameli zazwakalisa amazizo wazo ngesiqondo lesi.
As the South African government, we welcome the decision of the International Court of Justice. We note the court's statement that it is acutely aware of the extent of the human tragedy that is unfolding in the region and is deeply concerned about the continuing loss of life and human suffering, and that the catastrophic humanitarian situation in the Gaza Strip is at serious risk of deteriorating further before the court renders its final judgment. We welcome the measures that the court ordered by a majority decision, ruling that the Israeli military should not commit acts of genocide against Palestinians. Israel should take all measures to prevent and punish incitement to genocide. Furthermore, it should take immediate and effective measures to allow basic services and humanitarian assistance in the form of food, medication, and other basic necessities to Gaza and it should also preserve evidence of what is happening in Gaza. And lastly, it should submit a report within a month on all measures taken to give effect to the ICJ order within 1 month. This order is binding on Israel and must be respected by all states that are party to the Convention on the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide. We expect Israel, as a self-proclaimed democracy and a state that respects the rule of law, to abide by the measures handed down by the International Court of Justice. After more than half a century of occupation, dispossession, oppression, and apartheid, the Palestinian people's cries for justice have been heeded by an eminent organ of the United Nations. Today, Israel stands before the international community, its crimes against the Palestinians laid bare. Since October last year, the people of Gaza have been the victims of bombardment and strikes from land, sea, and air. Homes, refugee camps, and entire neighborhoods have been destroyed, and not even schools and hospitals and religious places have been spared. The people of Gaza have been deprived of electricity, fuel, food, and medical supplies. According to the United Nations, more than 25,000 people have been killed during Israel's war with Hamas. And we hold the view that this has been collective punishment against Palestinians in the Gaza Strip.
It is for the first time that South Africa has taken extraordinary measures like this. But over and above that, there was no way that we can pull back. South Africa remembers that the people of Palestine cannot be forsaken. But we again applaud the huge spirit of solidarity around the globe that is with us in condemning what is happening in the Middle East, particularly the Israeli perpetrated war against the Palestinian people.
The DA is deeply concerned about the loss of life in the Middle East, and we abhor the loss of life of innocent civilians. The DA has noted the judgment handed down by the ICJ today in respect of interim measures. Those interim measures are, of course, designed to ensure that Israel submits a report that will outline what measures it will take to prevent acts of genocide or contraventions of the Genocide Convention.
The National Freedom Party wishes to applaud and congratulate the government of South Africa following its decision to take Israel to the ICJ. Today, the people of Palestine might go to bed knowing that there is one country across the world that has seen a need to go to the extent to approach the highest court in the land to fight for their rights.
Asizweke bona ababukeli sibabuze ngendaba yekhotho ezobulungiswa yeNtjhabatjhaba ku Facebook babeka bathini nabazokhalisa amazizo wabo.
Inkinga zethu eSouth Africa zinenkulu ukuthi iSouth Africa izosifaka endabeni zeGaza neIsraeli angiboni kumbono omuhle loyo mara sakuthini
sekungaphezu kwayo ke manje iIsrael ukuthi iyenza niyahotisa ngoba engahotisi ekuzawumoshakala impela ingazi ifike phela nalakithi kodwa naliphela singafaki inhloko kakhulu kule zindaba zangapha ngoba sazi kubamba
uhulumende kwalapha akasigadanga thina uyabona yena uhambe egxabeleka nje ngena izinto zaphanga phesheya ekugqibeleni ezobuya zimfaka ematyaleni futhi
ngivumelana nabo agente laba kuze sithole ukuthula nenarha zeIsrael eGaza le ngoba sihwebelana nazo inarhezi
mina mkhathi ngiyasithabela isicundo esithethe ikhodi yeNtjhabatjhaba isicundo sihle khulu leso iyenze kuhle ungathatha ehlangothi
mina umbono wami ngibona ukuthi mina livela lapha eSouth Africa aliyekele tindzaba tangaphandle libuke tindzaba talana eSouth Africa. Tindzawo letinyente kakhulu akunamanti, nyalo sikhala nge-load shedding, gezi sinenkinga yayo. Ababuke tindzaba tabo.
Umbono ngewumbukeli SABC ayizophosa ukuziphendulela ngombono wombukeli. Inhlangano ye-ANC namhlanje entambama izokujamisa umhlangano wayo wekomiti enkulu obanjelwe eBeachwood Hotel. Inhlangano le ithi yenza lokhu ukuhlonipha ilunga layo uViolet Siwela elibhubhe emalangeni kanti lizokubekwa ngepelaveki.
Uyakujamisa kwesikhatshana umhlangano wekomiti enkulu ye-ANC ebeqale bona uthome namhlanje uthatha ipelaveki yonke. Unobhala zombelelo we-ANC ufikile mbalelo uthi isekela likaMengameli wehlangano li uPaul Mashatile yokukhuluma kusasa emngcwabeni kamma uViolet Siwela obhubhe ibheke epheleleko.
We have lost a member of the National Executive Committee, Violet Siwela. We have taken a decision as a committee to observe the funeral of Violet. The NEC will adjourn later today and will reconvene on Sunday.
Hlangana nokhunye ekulindwe khulu siqundo i-ANC eyosithatha ngomengameli layo phambilini uJacob Zuma. Inyanga epheleleko uZuma wamemezela ukuthi uyokubayela ihlangano etsha yepolitiki umkhonto wesiza amavoto bewakhombela nabalandeli bakhe bona abavotele ihlangano le. Lokhu kuza naphezulu kokuthi uZuma bekangakabi ukuthi ukuthi akasaselilunga le-ANC. Nakakhuluma nababika indaba eBeachwood Hotel unobhala zombelelo wehlangano le ufikile mbalula uthi ihlangano le izosimemezela isiqundo esithathe ngoZuma.
And I know most of you will be interested on the MK party and President Zuma. We will reflect on that. And at the end of that discussion, after the report, we will make a public political statement of the ANC.
Nakusenjalo, umengameli we-ANC uCyril Ramaphosa ulindeleke bona kusasa akhambele umnyanya wokuhlonipha ipi eyathunjwa amazulu nakaza kuhlola amabhuru eminyakeni 145 epini eyaziwa ngesandlane.
Nasibuya Ntolo.
All the accused are sentenced to 30 years imprisonment. Count 2, which is attempted murder, all the accused are sentenced to 10 years imprisonment.
Ugwejiwe usomabhizinisi weMamelodi ePitori uVusikhekhe Mathibela kuyena laba bekasolwa nabo ecaleni lokubulala usomabhizinisi weTlhagwini Njengalanga uWandile Bhozwana. Ubukele indaba ngesiNdebele. Hlalele eduze sikulethele zona zisashisa. Umgadangiso wange-5 kuNtaka ka-2021 uveza bona umsolwa wesibili ecaleni lokubulawa kwakaSenzo Meyiwa uBongani Ntanzi waqotha igcwetha lakhe uDominic Mjiyako ngombana abatsho belifuna bona avume icala lokubulala uMeyiwa. Untanzi uganelela lokuthi kungebangelo waqotha uMjiyako wakhetha ukujangelwa amagqwetha we-legal aid.
Gadangiso olalelwe khotho namhlanje uveze bona igcwetha likaNtanzi uDominic Mjiyako ngilo elathoma ukumjamelana kusathoma ukulalela icala lokubulawa kwakaSenzo Meyiwa ngoba amahlandla amathathu ngaphambi kokuthi uNtanzi amqothe. Ikhothe ephakemeke ePitori phambilini yezwa batsho uNtanzi akamazi nangelihlo uMjiyako. Nanyana umbuso uveze bona uMjiyako bekakhona ikhotho nakavela kwesibili. uNtanzi ukhethe ukusebenzisa ibhodi yamagqwetha ombuso illegal aid njengombana bekangakafanele bona bhadele Ntanzi ngaphambi kokuthi bawumjamela. Nakusenjalo uNtanzi uthi uMjiyako kufanele akhulume iqiniso bona bekafuna bona benecala lokubulala uMeyiwa. Advocate George Baloye uthi ihlathululo yemgadangiso ezokutholakala ngomvulo kuzakuthi ngemva kwalapha amagqwetha we-legal aid afunde imhlolo. Icala lithuliselwe ukulalela ngelesibili seveke zabo.
Ikhotho ephakemeko yePitori bagwebe iminyaka ema-30 umuntu ngamunye ababulali bakasomabhizinisi weTlhagwini Njengalanga uWandile Bhozwana. Umsolwa ungusomabhizinisi weMamelodi uVusikhekhe Mathibela, uSipho Hudla, uRobert Mutapa noBonkosi Khumalo bagwetshwe iminyaka ema-30 bangezelelwe ukubulala nengezeleleko 10 yokulinga ukubulala umsebenzisani kasomabhizinisi kaBhozwana uMphoba Loyi neminye emithathu kunye nemibili yokuphatha isigidi esingasesemthethweni. Ingwebezi ziyokuraga kanye.
Icala egade ligidla ekhotho belafika esihlorini. belisolo liriyada lithwiliswa namhlanje besehliswa isigwebo. Ijaji uPapi Musupa uthi isikhathi esiningi siqedwe imininingwana yabasolo. Abasolo abane bathole banecala ngomnyaka ka-2022 esehlakalweni sokubulala senzeka ngo-2015.
All the accused are sentenced to 30 years imprisonment. Count 2, which is attempted murder, all the accused are sentenced to 10 years imprisonment. Count 3, unlawful possession of firearm, all the accused are sentenced to 6 years imprisonment.
Umnakwabo kaBhozwana uthi basamukela isigwebo. Kodwa ukholwa ukuthi ebona abantu abalayela ababulali bebangakatholakali.
Re itumetse ka se se diragetseng mme ga ra kgotsofala gonne bangwe ba tiro e masisi ba santse ba le kontle kwa ba itumella bophelo ya ka e kare go normal ka gonne ba dirileng tiro e bone ke ba romiwa fela bangwe ba tiro bone ga ba ise ba tshwarwe.
uBhozwana bekaphezulu kwemikhulumiswano nohulumende wehlagweni iJingalanga. Ungangiswanwa ngokunikelwa ikontraka yama-30 wengidi zamaranda ngaphambi kokubhubha kwakhe.
Izakhamuzi zeMarite eBushbuckridge eMpumalanga zithonyekile ngezinga eliphezulu lobulelesi endaweni le. Inkosi yendawo uLamek Mukwena uba uhulumende uthi akhe abalekelele kanti nomnyango wezokuhlengwa kwesimilo esifundeni ufake isandla ejimeni lokulwisana nobulelesi ebelibanjwe eMarite Sport Ground ngemva kwesehlakalo samva nje sokubulawa kwemphathiswa embili zokuhlengwa kwesimilo.
Umphakathi walapha ulila ngokuthi uhlalele evalweni ngonobangela wobulelesi. Unjalo nje sewusaba nokuyokubika emapholiseni.
The question is, who is telling these people that Khoshi Mukwena is the one who reported you to the police? And we are hopeful that today maybe our ancestors and our God will hear us, because people are living in fear in this area.
Inkosi uLamek Mukwena ubawa ichebiswano lamapholisa nephiko lezokuchuchiswa komphakathi ukuchuchisa abasolwa. Ukommissioner wamapholisa esifundeni uSimakaleng Manamela ukhuthaza amalunga omphakathi ukuthi abike ubulelesi emapholiseni.
We are interested in information, so even the informers that we are having, if the information is concrete, we do have the witness protection that we are ordinarily giving to the community, so there is no need to panic when the information is there.
Inkolo eziningi seziphenduke indawo zobulelesi kanti nabafundi sebaphenduke abongazimbi. Umnyango wezokuhlengwa kwesimilo uyakhalima.
Our market is young people. We want to make it a point that we redirect them from crime into developmental projects.
Kunesiqhema esikhethekileko esizokwelusa ubulelesi kule ndawo.
Kuyaraga ukuzidlulisa kwabafundi abazokufunda kokuthoma eUniversity yeLimpopo neUniversity yeVenda. Omabili ama-university la athi ukuzidlulisa nge-internet kuraga kuhle. Pheze bazinkulungwane ezibunane abafundi abazokufunda kokuthoma nalabo ababuyako abazidlulise ngempumelelo eUniversity yeVenda solokwa ngomvulo. Kanti iUniversity yeLimpopo yona ifumene imbawo ezingaphezulu kwe-200,000 zabafundi abazokufunda kokuthoma. Kodwa ithi yona izokuthatha abafundi abazinkulungwane ezihlanu kwaphela.
Khona-ke kuraga kuhle ukuzidlulisa kwabafundi kwanonyaka emazikweni wefundo ephakemeko khathesi. Abafundi abanengi abebakakateleleki bona baye emakhempasini nabafuna ukuzidlulisa ngombana bakhona ukuzidlulisa nge-internet. Abanye abahlangabezana nentshijilo bafumana isizwe ekhempasini.
Thata bo re hlakana le bona gore di students tse dintsi di apply and then ge ba apply go fihla mo eleng gore ge ba try go registera di space tsa bona di feleletse.
Umkhandlo ojamela abafundi eUniversity yeLimpopo uthi abanye abafundi bahlangabezene nokuriyada malungana nembawo ze-NSFAS. Nanyana kunjalo athi iningi labafundi lizihlolise ngempumelelo.
Kunema student amangwe le re ba sena tšhelete ka mo university ba gana ba tsena ene bele ka ba ikemedi ba ithuti re no every student o le go qualify go tsena University of Limpopo santse a tsene.
University le ithi amukela imbawo ezingaphezulu kwe-200,000 zabafundi abafuna ukufunda kokuthoma. But banesikhala esincane yeke bazokhona ukuthatha abafundi abangaphasi kwenkulungwane ezihlanu kwaphela.
Limpopo ihweditše di-applications tša 250,000
eUniversity yeVenda ethoho yandona khona kuyaraga ukuhlolisa kwabafundi abatsha.
And for 2024 academic year, the university has 3,610 spaces.
Nakusenjalo, University eLimpopo ithi ihlela ukungezelela impethe ezinkulungwane ezine namakhulu amahlanu nayithoma ukwakha umakhiwo omutsha wokuhlalisa abafundi.
Nasiphosa ilihlo kezemali, iranda liqinile nalilinganiswa nezinye imali ezikulu. Ngezemidlalo, iBafana ifuna ukwenza izibukwa kwephaliswaneni le-AFCON. Nayibambana nendando zephaliswano iMorocco emidlalweni wokukhuphana e-Ivory Coast ngelesibili leveke zako.
iBafana ibekile ihle emidlalweni namakota final we-AFCON kodwana kuyokunyukela ukudlula iBafana ibambana nesiqhema seMorocco esararinenge ebhikirini yephasi edlulileko eQatar nasiza kukhopha iPortugal neSpain ukufika kuma-semifinal webhigiri yephasi. Kodwa iBafana izosikhuthaza ngemiphumela phambilini nabaza kubetha iMorocco ngamagondelo amabili kelilodwa etatawini le-FNB umnyaka opheleleko.
Morocco is another level also. So they proved it on the World Cup, last World Cup in Qatar. They becomes a very good team with very good players. But we played already 2 times against them. And in Morocco, okay, we were a little bit dominated, but at Joburg we won against them with a very good game. So
iBafana inemidlalo eyithumbako ekwaqala bona iyilobe njengalokhu nayibethi Egypt ku-AFCON yango-2019. Ukapteni iBafana uRonwen Williams okhaba khona emidlalweni loyo uthi abakwenza mhloko bazokwenza ngelesibili.
We just had the belief, that we can go out there and, write history for ourselves. And it's similar now. We're facing a similar situation now where no one is giving us, the opportunity to beat them. So it's once again, it's just to take out lessons from 2019.
Iphaliswano khona ningi lokhu ingiqhama ezincane zibetha zikhulu njenge-Equatorial Guinea ebethe i-Ivory Coast ngamagondelo amane elizini. iBafana nayo iyokufuna ukwenza soneso. Nakusenjalo uBruce uthi ukhuliso mdawu akazokuba khona emidlalweni neveke zako njengoba nomdlalo weSundowns alimele kumbi ngelesithathu.
Phela lapha namhlanje sibona negodwa ngomvulo. Nisale kuhle.